Hello. We are almost live, so I decided to mix up a little bit today. Basically, I have felt inspired to try to give Sonic Riders another shot because I don't know if I'm really excited for Crossworld. I'm gonna be real. But I am in the mood to go through some of the older Sonic racing games because Crossworlds is bringing back, like, extreme gear and everything. So I've been kind of in the mood to go through these games again. Mind you, I don't know if I want to go through Free Riders. I know there are mods for Free Riders that allow traditional controls, but I don't know if I actually want to commit to that. I've never played Free Riders in any capacity, to clarify. So yeah, no clue if I'll end up going the whole 9 yards and actually playing Free Riders. I make no promises, but in the next week or so, I would like to do Zero Gravity as well. But yeah, let's get started. Pause the music, and then do this. I said do this. There we go. I'll tab over here. Okay, Sonic Riders is a very interesting game for me because I almost considered this for Fox Girls' favorites outright because I do like this game a fair amount, but I also have a bit of a mixed history with it, which is very interesting given how much I do appreciate the game now. Basically, I got very mad at this game as a kid. I was very bad at it. This is not a unique experience to me, I'm going to say right now. A lot of people played Sonic Riders, had a miserable time with it. Genuinely. This is a very common experience to be like, Sonic Riders? Oh, this game is hard as hell, and I don't want to play it. So, Sonic Riders as a game always stood out to me on style. I actually think the North American box art is boring as hell. I'm gonna be honest, because it's just like 3D renders of the characters. I think the Japanese box art is this style. This opening cutscene is like one of the coolest things out of the Sonic franchise, period. And I can't think of anything else like it in the franchise. I know they've toyed around with like some traditional animation for shorts and stuff, but like, again, nothing else in the game looks like this, and it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, hello everybody, welcome on in. This will probably be a pretty low-key playthrough. I've played this game so many times that, you know, unless I eat words, this should be a relatively smooth playthrough. I'm not gonna worry about post-game. This game's post-game is notoriously difficult. The mission mode is, like, ridiculously brutal. One fun thing is there is a tutorial in the extras menu that teaches you how to play the game. It doesn't actually play by default, which I think is one of the biggest problems with this game, is people don't understand how to play it. Because if you just don't look at extras, jump straight into the main mode, and expect to be able to figure out the game just by playing, you probably won't. You'll probably just get obliterated.
I think the signal's coming from around here. That's really weird. It looks like something's jamming the radar signal.
There! What's that?
Sonic! The emerald's over there!
All right! Now we're talking!
Thank you for the head pass. Also, hi, Chibi. Thank you for the hydration check as well. Just took care of that. I also don't know why games still, to this day, make FMVs the quietest part of a game. It's like, the story is the important part. Why are the cutscenes always significantly quieter than the actual gameplay? It's so frustrating. Typically I don't talk about cutscenes, but there are a lot of cutscenes in this game. Well, this one in particular, that's just to be flashy, basically. There's like no dialogue. The story is more in the next cutscene.
Oh, not bad. What the? So, you're supposed to be the fastest thing alive? Oh, new competition. Eggman!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone! I hope you're all ready for a show. We've got an exciting event just for you! Since you all seem so bored, I've put together a little extra something to spice things up. I call it the X-World Grand Prix, a tournament to see who's the best of the best with extreme gear. Not just a race, but a special race to see who's the fastest. And these races are no holds barred. All contestants pay a simple entry fee of 1 Chaos Emerald, and the winner takes it all. So, let's see who among you dares to meet this challenge.
Eggman again! Just what is he up to this time?
And there's more. Before I forget, I'll present the current contestants. These players, they're hot. The best racers I could find.
Hey, that's... the X-World Grand Prix, huh? Let's do this!
So yeah, it's a tournament arc. Also, hi to one guy, welcome on in. Our first mission is to finish in the top 3, which isn't too unapproachable. I always love the aesthetic of Sonic Riders. I'd never really thought about the Sonic Adventure billboard in the background and wondering how that works from a diegetic standpoint. You have a really weird starting line gimmick where you have to like run up to it, and if you run too fast, you'll clip the electric fence, and otherwise you'll just be slow out of the gate. So it's a very interesting risk versus reward starting line. If I make it through this entire playthrough without clipping the fence one time, I'll be amazed. Genuinely. Again, I've played this game a million times. Well, not really. That's an exaggeration, obviously. But I've played this game a lot, and even then, I don't understand the timing. Also, I'm sure the bitrate on Twitch loves this game. Anyway, Sonic Riders. I definitely struggled a lot with this game as a kid, and I've still botched that right now. We got control stick spinning, my favorite thing in the world. You got a level up system where if you collect 30 then 60 rings, you'll level up all the way to level 3. If you make it to level 3, your stats go up, and in a lot of cases you get different powers. Grind rails are weird. You have to press A to jump and then press A again to land on it. Watch me screw this up a lot in Zero Gravity because I think they change it. And yeah, we can actually attack by using B as well. So in addition to a dash, it also works as an attack, though I think Sonic has one of the better attacks. A lot of the other characters' attacks kind of latch on to a character, which can be really annoying. Is this lap 1 or 2? genuinely forgot. Okay, that was lap 2. I kind of locked in too much, I think. So yeah, as we go along, I'm probably gonna botch a few races, like, straight up. Just because even though I've played this game as much as I have, I still am not, like, great at this game, I'd say. Maybe I'm downplaying myself too much, but, like, I'm gonna botch a few things. I'm probably gonna skip the final 2 races for Sonic a couple times, just because it's been a hot minute. To be fair, I do go back to this game more than Riders Zero Gravity. I like Zero Gravity more than a lot of fans do, but I do prefer the original. It has a much higher skill floor though, which ends up being why Sonic Riders is generally better liked than Zero Gravity, which has a much lower skill floor, and a much lower skill ceiling as a result.
Yeah, but what exactly is Eggman really after? Ah, it can't be anything too important.
Hey, Sonic!
Huh? Amy? Don't tell me you've signed up too!
Of course, it really looks exciting and fun. Why wouldn't I join? And besides, this way, I'll be able to keep my eyes on you.
Ugh. Tails?
That mark.
Mark?
Uh-huh. I think it was on the boards of those guys we ran into in Future City. Babylon.
Babylon?
Yes, the mark of the Babylon roads. A long time ago, there was a floating island known as Babylon Garden. Supposedly, robbers lived there. According to rumors, this legendary band, the Babylon Rogues, were great thieves. Legend also says that the Babylon Rogues incurred the wrath of the gods because of their crimes, and that the island was cast into the depths of the earth. After that, supposedly the Babylonians were then scattered for all time, never to be found. But they say that the Babylon Rogues' treasure still remains on that island, waiting to be discovered. There are also rumors that the Babylon Rogues were extreme gear specialists.
Still, how can a plank like that just float?
That's easy to explain. According to the Kutta-Joukowski lift theorem, the control surface flow is balanced by the inverse kinetics of the...
Stop! I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough for me. Huh?
Sorry, but it's just too funny. Huh? That gear's unusual.
Customized it myself.
Well, I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk. Thanks, though. It was good for a laugh. See ya, shorty.
Oh, that girl! Who does she think she is?
Yeah, how can she just walk in and diss Tails? I know, and tinkering's all he's really good at, too.
The next race is about to begin. Please come to the gate, participants.
You know, one thing I think about in retrospect is how all the characters are kind of out of whack character-wise in this game, in terms of, like, portrayal. Like, Knuckles being like, yeah, that's all Tails is good at. It's like, damn. That's brutal. Also, what's that suspicious red thing on the bottom of Sonic's board? That wasn't there initially. That surely won't have any plot significance whatsoever. And, like, no one notices it, because of course they don't. There's like fight rings. I'm not gonna worry about that first set. It's really annoying to try to land. Ask me how I know. I have a lot of experience with this game's mission mode, and I never want to do it again. I've done it too many times in one lifetime. I say as I'm thinking about doing a 100% Sonic 06 run, because clearly I make very good life choices about like 100% in games. So yeah, Tails is a flight character. He can go through the little flight rings, typically a little bit slower than the speed characters also. So yeah, you have the Sonic Heroes formation system in a way, or the archetypes, so you also have power, which we'll see next. I'm actually thinking about it, this game's not very long, which I mean that's kind of the point of it, doing it today, is I figured we would be able to get through the entire game in one stream. Hi AC, also hi Mario, I don't think I actually said that. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty chill playthrough, believe it or not. Because I have played this game too much in my life. Again, the only two stages I can see giving me trouble are the last one of Hero Side, and maybe the second to last of Hero Side, and the third to last of the second story. Like, other than that, I think this playthrough is going to be really smooth sailing. Again, I may be overestimating my ability at this game, but we'll see. And there's an air system, so like when you boost, also you're gradually losing air, and then boosting and drifting costs more air. So like, technically speaking, this is one of the more like complicated racing games. The only racing game I can think of that's actually more complicated on like a base level is actually probably Ring Racers, coincidentally enough, because Ring Racers is also very mechanically dense from what I gather. I still need to go back to it, to be honest. I'm very intimidated to do it for game clearing though, because that's apparently a very involved game. Again, we'll probably go through Zero Gravity next week. If I was doing like a 4-hour stream, I could probably get through both games in one stream, truth be told, but I don't want to push myself that much because I am not feeling well, to be honest. I had a really bad coughing attack, and I'm still kind of recovering from that a little bit, so I'm gonna take it easy today. I don't know if my voice is like lower than usual or what, but I am trying to take it easy on my voice a little bit. Also, playing a game with a lot of cutscenes is very good for that same purpose.
Oh, it's you!
I'll make sure to pay you back for this!
Ha! I let you get away last time, but definitely not today!
Why wait till later, you little punk? I'll pay you back tenfold now!
Huh. Sorry.
What are you doing, you clumsy fool? Was that supposed to be some kind of punch?
Nice try, buddy!
Sorry there. It wasn't my fault. If he hadn't jumped out of the way just now, I would have clobbered.
What?
The race is about to start. All participants, please get to your positions now.
The track then! We'll settle this there!
Looking forward to it.
You know, Tails is the only character whose voice... Tails and Wave are the only two that aren't the same voice in terms of a rival pair, because Storm and Knuckles are the same, and Sonic and Jet are the same. Wave is voiced by the actress for Blaze, who actually isn't even in this game, I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think Blaze is in this game at all. She's in the other two. Actually, is she in Freeriders, now that I think about it? Because I actually... No, wait, yeah, she would be. I only know this because the voice actress for Blaze in that era. Probably one of my favorite voice actresses. Again, Fruits Basket nostalgia. Definitely influencing that. I think our goal this time is to actually get first, so we actually have to try a little bit harder. Not that I wasn't trying before, but you know what I mean. There's like a breakable wall somewhere. Hell if I remember where it is. Oh, it's the red light sign. We passed it, it's fine. Okay. Cool. And yeah. Part of me almost wants to set it as like a goal, like if we get to 100 followers, I'll do free riders. Part of me almost had an idea of making a donathon thing. However, I realized a problem. I have no room, I'm in a bedroom. So like, I can't even do it for a donathon incentive if I wanted to actually play Free Riders on hardware, because I don't have room. I genuinely don't have space to play a Kinect game, because that's like full body tracking. I have no clue where I'd even set that up. So hey, I'm off the hook. I don't have to worry about that. Ow. So yeah, if we go over here and actually go to where the red light is, we should be able to actually punch through and find a shortcut. There's a lot of shortcuts in this game, a lot of them are very esoteric. But it, again, we're used to this game feeling like it has a really high skill ceiling. And again, though, the biggest hurdle's the high skill floor, which just kind of makes it a little bit unapproachable from a casual perspective, I think. We're kind of flying through the game. I'm gonna eat my words, though. Actually, the stage after next can give me trouble. So yeah, the last couple stages for each campaign are actually legitimately difficult, and I will still struggle with them, probably. I'll do my best to not struggle too much, but I also can't guarantee. The other thing is, this game was an Anniversary branded title. The Anniversary games were, unfortunately, Sonic Riders. Probably the best of the Anniversary games. That's a low-ass bar, though. And then Sonic Rivals, I think, was a little bit after. No, Sonic Rivals was later, because, like, I think Sonic... I'm trying to think, actually. Because, like, when would Rivals have come out? Was that Silver's? Because I thought Silver's first appearance was 06. But then that means Rivals would have come out at the same time. But that would have meant Genesis for GBA, Riders, and Rivals all would have come out the same day, and that doesn't make sense.
The semi-final race will begin in 10 minutes. Please convene at the gate prior to that time.
That's cool! Sonic! When did you learn those techniques?
Not very impressive for someone of your reputation. You know, I've checked you out, actually. Not bad. I admit you're pretty fast on your feet. But here, it's a whole different story when riding with extreme gear. You see, to be the fastest on a gear, you have to become one with the wind. Without wings, well, you might as well kiss the ground and go home.
Who does he think he is?
Well, I don't think he's all talk, you know. I better be on my toes during this competition.
I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk.
Sorry, Sonic. I just need to fine-tune a few things, then your extreme gear will be at 100%.
Hey, Tails, you always do your best, so don't worry.
Yeah, but she has a point. She's a really brilliant mecha mechanic. Sonic, don't worry. I'll unlock the secret of the extreme gears for us.
So two things, actually. One, I looked it up, and Rivals was the week after 06. And also Sonic Genesis for GBA. So man, what a time for Sonic. And yeah, the games weren't released in Japan, which is really weird. I don't know if Sonic Genesis GBA was released in Japan either. I don't feel like it would have been. Isn't Race to Win unlockable in, like, Generations? Because if so, that's really weird, actually. Because it's kind of like... I wonder why it never came out in Japan. Because I feel like the PSP was really popular in Japan, so you'd think that would be a prime audience for it. So yeah, it'd be kind of weird to play Sonic Generations and have this song. It's like, where the hell is this even from? I was like, oh, that didn't come out here. It's like finding the Famicom Detective Club trophy in Melee. You know, like, what, 2 decades before Famicom Detective Club would be relevant with the remake and MEO. So yeah, it's really weird. I almost considered adding a few games to my plan, because I'm very much an overachiever. I had a concept briefly of what if I play every Sonic racing game. So like, I'd start with Sonic R and then go into Sonic Riders. Wait a minute, there's Sonic Drift. Oh right, there's Sonic Rivals. Oh yeah, Free Riders exists. So I'm like, maybe I should just stick to Sonic Riders and not just commit to playing every Sonic racing game, because that's a lot. I also don't own the first All-Stars game. I have Transform, but not the first game. Part of me doesn't know if I should even bother. Like, if I should pick up All-Stars, because sometimes I see it really cheap, like, on Steam. I'm sure it runs great as, like, a 2009 PC Sega game. I'm sure it runs flawlessly and won't, like, act like my computer's trying to get a virus. Yeah, it's on Steam. Obviously no Banjo. I also don't know if that version has anything exclusive to it, because I know, like, the Steam version of Transformed has, like, Yogg's cast for some reason, and also, like, Team Fortress stuff. But I don't know if the first game has any bonuses on PC. Oh, control stick spinning, how I don't miss you being included in games. Yeah, that's fair. Probably for the best. What else was I gonna say? I feel like there's also another game I'm missing. But I think that actually covers it. I mean, TSR is one I'm kind of considering doing something for. Again, I've been sort of considering a Second Chances series where I take another look at a game that I didn't really like the first time. So Team Sonic Racing would count for that for sure. And I do own it. It was like $10 once, so I just picked it up. Just in case I wanted to stream it again. Also online, potentially.
Now our race has reached its final stage. The remaining competitors are pacing, anxious for the race to begin. Only a few minutes left. Who will win this big event?
Sonic, congratulations! I'll be over here cheering you on.
And now it's time for the final event. And it's set here in Sand Ruins. The rules are still the same. Anything goes in this extreme race. Although it needs no further explanation, the first one to reach the goal will win this race. But remember, the prize will be won by the racer who's performed the best throughout this competition.
Ha! You're lucky you got this far. It obviously wasn't due to your skills. Heh, I won't lose now.
Get ready. It's time for the final race to begin.
So yeah, All-Stars Racing Quadrilogy. I guess Crossworlds counts for that, but I don't know, for some reason it doesn't feel right. And the animals are really big. Actually, all the character proportions are really out of whack in this era. Like, in both this and 06, the characters just feel really lanky for some reason, and I never understood why. Hi Aiden, welcome on in. We're nearing the end of the Hero's Heart story. Yeah, it's a different team, and it doesn't feel the same. Like, the physics feel really different. That's the main thing for me, is just how off the physics feel. Supposedly, in terms of like a few things, they did fine-tune since that first demo, which is good, because I did not like the demo. I'm gonna be real. It felt really off somehow. I haven't seen Riders gameplay in years. Well, I hope I don't disappoint, because I'm doing okay at the game, actually. We're not doing too bad. However, this is the first stage that I might conceivably F up, basically. Because I'm not bursting with confidence with this particular layout. And then the opposite side story of this level is also kind of annoying, in my opinion. So we'll see how that goes for sure. Again, we're having trouble keeping pace with them as is, which is not a great sign, because this is like the easier of the two races. Okay, I did not get a jump off that. Cool, thanks game. Where the... Wait, we are in first. It's like, where the hell is everybody? It's like, oh wait, the counter just hadn't updated. Or the tracker hadn't updated. But all the Riders games have a very different identity from them, even within the same series. Like, Zero Gravity has a very different feel to it than this game, and then Free Riders has a very different identity to it, and one I don't really like. More on that later, if I actually get to that game. Again, the temptation to stream Free Riders, just to see how it is, without even like taking the Kinect out of the equation, seeing how I feel about it, is almost like an interesting prospect. God damn it. That's not good. Yeah, the AI does randomly, like, get a lot tougher in this stage, and I don't know why. It's one of those, like, mysteries. Of, like, why the... God... Okay, that's a restart. Because we cannot make up that time. Because that was, like, the last, like, stretch of the race. We would not have been able to catch up from that. It's like, I've played this game enough to know that. There are times when it's like, if I just botch it, I'm just gonna restart the race, because there's no point in even trying to see it through. Because we would have been in 4th place with, like, the last 20 seconds of the race left. This we can actually make up the difference, so it's fine. I am seeing the physics completely break in this stage for some reason. Yeah, they each do something different, which is nice, but also just whether you like the different thing they're doing is the question with these games. My biggest issue with Free Riders is just the presentation takes a huge hit. Like, just telling everything through very static, like, dialogue boxes is just such a shame, given how much, like, sauce these two games have. In addition to just the amount of sauce they have, I also just feel like the vibe is off, because that was the first game with the new cast. So it's like Shadow the Hedgehog, where it's like, I feel like the first games with the new cast inherently felt a little rocky. Like, I am okay with Roger Craig Smith as Sonic, he's not my favorite. However, I feel like everyone just kind of needs to step into the role, which is not easy. Like, everyone kind of needs time to just get into the role. Like, that was certainly the case for the 4Kids cast. And, like, they delivered some really good performances right before they were recast. Like, Black Knight and Unleashed have stellar voice work, in my opinion. It is interesting, actually, how much people give shit to Forces for the cutscene of Tails being scared, when Tails is also scared in Unleashed. Just a random thought I had. Like, Tails' character has always just kind of gone back and forth on whether they want him to be more independent or not. But it also just means, like, his story arc in Adventure just kind of falls apart, because then they keep having to do the same story arc, because Tails keeps regressing. I mean, people do have off days, I can attest firsthand. But yeah, again, I still don't like entirely the framing of the whole scene with Tails and Frontiers. Again, I think they could have come up with a better way to put it than wildly inconsistent. That just feels kind of like, again, almost meta in a way. That just stands out weirdly to me, like a sore thumb. Yeah, Chaos Zero was a choice. Also, Frontiers is on the list of second chance games, because I am not a fan of Frontiers.
The dirt suits you so well. Ugh. This is Babylon Garden.
Now I'll get the treasure of Babylon!
Oh no!
Eggman! Tails! Knuckles! We gotta get Eggman! I found you!
Wait, Sonic, use this!
What is it?
It's a new gear I prepped up just in case something like this happens.
Thinking ahead, Tails? Thanks!
It's a good thing to subscribe to the official Sonic newsletter for this moment.
Jet! You can't catch up with him! Get out of my way! Is that what you think? Take a look at this! I'll show you what true speed really is!
They don't really make games like this anymore, I feel. In terms of just like... I don't know how to describe it, but for Sonic in particular, it doesn't feel like they let the character be as like...
Alright, bring it on!
I don't know what I'm trying to think. Like, you know, in the earlier cutscene where he like punches the ground because he's pissed off at like having his... like getting sabotaged like that. I don't know, it kind of just feels like Sonic's emotional range is smaller in games, and this is a protagonist problem in a lot of media, where it's like the protagonists end up being kind of stunted because they're the anchor of the story, so they aren't allowed to have the emotional range of the other characters. And in a case like this is why I think Sonic is like surprisingly not my favorite Sonic character. Like, who are my favorite Sonic characters? It's a very good question. Nostalgic favorite is always going to be Tails. However, I want to say Blaze, but Blaze is like never around. Like, if Blaze was in a modern game, maybe she'd be my favorite, but like, she's been so MIA, I literally don't care anymore. I don't know if that's harsh. Yeah, Archie's to blame. Archie is to Sonic as Super Paper Mario and Mario Strikers are to Mario. But the thing with Mario is they have loosened up. Eventually. And I'm gonna be real, I actually think New Super Mario Bros. Is overhated. I don't think it's, you know, like, memorable, but I do think it's overhated. But even then, it's like... The stabilization of characters in general is just kind of a problem as games are getting more expensive and companies don't want to take as many risks on like a wildly experimental game, because then if that wildly experimental game bombs... Oh wait, the studio's done. We completed Tales of Story first. I think I did that too, because I got stuck on Sonic's story somewhere. Genuinely, I think that's what happened. Shoot, okay. Like, for adventure, I definitely finished Dark first, because I got stuck on Aquatic Mine. And I think I got stuck on Security Hall also, but I got unstuck on Security Hall sooner than I got unstuck on Aquatic Mine. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, I like Tails a lot. Look at me and tell me you're surprised that Tails was my favorite Sonic character growing up. However, what was I saying? I do like Blaze the Cat a lot. However, again, I just wish it would be in anything worth a damn. Like, not just spin-offs. Same with Silver. I actually want Silver to get another shot at like a mainline game. Forces does not count, because he's not playable. IMO. However, it is a case of like, wow, we actually did that first try, damn. I genuinely was not expecting to do Babylon Garden first try. Nice. I can't believe the previous stage is the one we actually struggled on, and even now it's just kind of a fluke of the physics acting up a little bit. But hey, that's the hero story.
Even without wings, I can still fly! Right? Ugh. Where are you, Eggman?
Look before you move.
Darn!
Now then, just be a good hedgehog and stay still.
Now! Can you catch the wind?
What? Where are you?
I'm here! Hey, catch! What? I lost! So don't play games with me! I don't want your pity, nor do I need it!
What? Are you crazy? If they don't want it, then let's take it. Treasure is treasure.
I think it's time to leave now. Tails?
Yeah.
Sonic!
Amy?
How could you dive into Eggman knowing I was there?
Well, Amy, I thought it'd be okay with you, and,
Sonic! Come back here! Sonic, I won't forgive you this time!
This game is very silly. Story-wise, it's really weird seeing the juxtaposition of this game with Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, which still has these humor elements, but then, like... I don't know. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity feels like it's trying to be higher stakes, but then there's the part with Hatsune Miku, and I don't know what they were thinking about with that. This is a very specific joke I'm pretty sure everyone will get. However, I feel like I need to clarify that I'm making a joke. But even then, like, zero gravity is tonally all over the place, in a way. That I don't dislike, I just find it kind of jarring. But yeah, like with Shadow, I know there were strict character guidelines for a long time of like, oh, Shadow can't be ridden this way. I don't know why I just dropped frames. Like, I feel like I've been having like weird slowdown on Windows to the point where I almost want to switch to Linux, plus all the whole host of other reasons why I'm not happy with Microsoft at the moment. However, I'm worried that if I go to Linux, things for streams will break. Like, VTube setup, OBS setup. I'm just afraid things are not gonna work if I switch to Linux. Oh yeah, capture card, that's the other thing I'm worried about. So yeah, I'm not happy with Windows, but I'm still very scared to switch. I need to talk to like Delphine about this probably, in more detail. I've had a few conversations with her about it, but nothing too involved. But now I'm like, yeah, I should actually consider that. But yeah, that's the hero story. It's very easy. Now, again, Babylon Garden, I rage quit on, genuinely. I got so tilted on that stage as a kid. I was there forever. It felt like it took ages. Which is just funny how we got through first try. It's like, damn, I really am better at this game than I was like... Oh no, that was like 19 years ago. God damn. Yeah, Sonic has a character problem. They were so reactive to the complaints about the character overabundance in Sonic games that they've gone so far the opposite direction that I'm also mad. Like, I liked having all the characters. Now that's just like Sonic and Tails, it's like, this is just not, this ain't it for me. Also, we have an instrumental vocal song, which is not something you hear every day in the series. Nowadays, it's a little bit more common, I think. We got a bunch of stuff in the shop. We got mission mode for the hero characters. Well, actually, they're all for the hero characters, but for the hero story tracks. We unlocked Cream, Rouge, Shadow, the opening, insert movie. We got the extreme gear to use in races. That's Shadows, and we got the Babylon story. Okay. Damn, that didn't take very long. We didn't even get to the ad break. I might run it now, actually, just to make things easier for me later. Plus, I actually need to, like, cut up for a moment. But, the shop is, like, interesting, because you collect rings and you can buy a bunch of stuff with it. I remember as a kid, I literally grinded out the rings for this. By the way, the little green Eggman robots and the red Eggman robot too, you can unlock those for free races, but you have to play the game like a lot. You have to do like 9... What's the requirement for that? It's like play like 10 hours or something. It's like, I'm not gonna unlock everything in this playthrough. But you have like the shadow skates, and there's also another vehicle type too that doesn't unlock until after the Babylon story, apparently. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we will resume momentarily. But yeah, I'm really concerned about why my computer's been lagging a lot today. It's been lagging quite a bit, and it's making me nervous that something's like fundamentally wrong. But that was a problem for featuring me to figure out. 3 frames is not that bad, because like 3 frames is like a fraction of a second, 3/60ths of a second. So it's not a big deal. It just bothers me because I had so many streams in a row with no encoder errors. And so it's just kind of worrying me that my computer feels like it's acting up today. Maybe it was trying to download a Windows update. That usually is what's happening. What happens, or like an NVIDIA driver update that will probably break everything. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna run ads now. Hello. Oh, I don't ever listen to this song. I didn't know this part existed, but it makes a lot of sense given the link between Jacko and Ramlethal. Yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense to have a bagpipe section. But also, what game has a bagpipe section for a song? Like, Guilty Gear music is just so wild. Anyway, hi, I'm back. Again, genuinely, I've never heard that song in full because, let's be real, matches don't last that long in Guilty Gear. Matches are over very quickly. Alrighty, let's hop back in with the Babylon story. Oh, thank you for that. Welcome back. And also, that's such a cute emote. I want a Vivian emote. I want a lot of emotes, actually.
Hey, boss! We've got some major trouble!
Storm, at least learn to knock before entering a room.
What's this? Oh, is this?
Yeah, that's when I took over things for my father.
So is this the key to the fabled Babylon Garden?
I wonder, could it be true? Could our ancestors have left behind hidden treasures that's just waiting to be discovered? If you get your greasy little hands on this, you'll probably use it in some crazy experiment of yours.
Oh, come on, I only want to look at it.
You always say you only want this or that. Remember the teachings of our ancestors. Be careful what you ask for. Ultimately, you'll only get 3 true wishes.
Oh, be quiet. Why'd you burst in here anyway?
Well, an egghead? Egg salad? No.
Someone called Eggman wants to speak to you.
He told me that he has an interesting proposition for you.
Stop interrupting. Knock it off.
Am I interrupting anything?
So then, I heard you wanted to see me?
Are you Jet, the legendary rogue? Your reputation precedes you. I've heard so much about your infamous group.
Enough! What do you want?
Well, I heard a rumor that you have the key to Babylon Garden. Now, could this be true?
Huh? What's this key?
Really now? You don't have to be so distrusting. Were you aware of this? I imagine not yet. The key to Babylon Garden is...
Huh. So let me get this straight. We just need to collect all these Chaos Emeralds, right? Sounds easy.
You really think so, eh?
What do you mean? Are you saying the Babylon rogues aren't capable of stealing some puny emeralds?
No, of course not. But have you seen this character before? He's called Sonic and said to be the fastest creature on Earth. I've had many, many dreadful encounters with this pest.
He may be the fastest creature on the ground, but in the air, with me and my extreme gear, he's just a joke.
First of all, I actually didn't acknowledge the Cube Entertainment joke during an earlier part of this stream, so I want to acknowledge that really quickly. And yeah, why does he sound like this? That's a good question. I feel like a lot of the voice direction is bizarre in this game. I don't understand a lot of the choices made for this dub. Like, Sonic's line of, even without wings, I can still fly! Like, the weird, like, intonation on the word fly always drives me a little bit mad. Like, I don't know why, it almost sounds like he's turning into Kermit the Frog for a second. Oh shoot, that's something I should add. That's something I should add, for sure. I'm just scheming still. God damn it. If you run out of boost, you end up running. It's fine. I was hoping to level up to level 2 before we ran out of air, so that's on me for miscalculating. Now, the kid gloves are off at this point. We basically have to get first place and everything to clear the Babylon story. We only have one wing though, so we are officially Sephiroth. But yeah, so much of this voice direction is just bizarre. And I feel like that is ultimately my biggest issue with the 4Kids era, and also the current era, is just the voice directions all over the place. I don't even like modern Sonic's voice direction, to be honest. I think the voice direction in Frontiers, for example, is baffling to me. I don't know why they told, like, Sonic, the Sonic voice actor, Roger Craig Smith, because, like, he's recounted a story at, like, a con of, like, them telling him, like, oh, we want you to, like, sound lower for this one. And then he kept pitching down because they kept telling him lower. And it's like, why? Now he just sounds like Chris Redfield. As a Resident Evil fan, it's very jarring hearing, like, deep voice Sonic, because every time I hear Sonic and Frontiers, I'm like, okay, so when is he gonna punch a boulder? Like, genuinely, it throws me off so bad in that game. Oh, that's a problem. We might lose this race, actually. Unless this gives us air. It does not. Yeah, we lost the race at the very end. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Never mind. We're good. We're fine. I don't know how Wave took that long. I think she got the upper path too. No idea what happened. Yeah, 0.26 away. We should not have won that. So yeah, this is unlocking more mission mode stuff for the Babylon tracks. Again, those are ridiculous missions.
I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough for me. Huh?
Sorry, but it's just too funny.
Let's see.
Huh? That gear's unusual.
Customized it myself.
This isn't half bad for an amateur. Still, you can never be too careful. Well, I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk. Thanks, though. It was good for a laugh. See ya, Shorty.
Oh, that girl! Who does she think she is?
I'm trying to figure out how to voice my opinion of Wave to Swallow. I don't know how to describe it. I wish the Babylon characters would not just be relegated to spin-offs. They're referenced in Frontiers, so they exist in the main universe. Sonic lore is such a mess, though, because, like, everything... They're trying to canonize everything, which causes a lot of problems when you have, like, Sonic Prime being canon. Sonic Prime being canon is actually impossible, in my opinion, for a few reasons. I mean, it's not because I think it's not a good show. My reasons are deeper than that, because I genuinely feel like the characters act so different from the main universe that if it was a spin-off like Sonic X, I would just shrug and move on with my life. But given that they're like, oh yeah, this is like canon, it's like, okay, now I have a problem with it. Because like, Sonic shouldn't be acting this way. Though, to be fair, Sonic does act that way in like Sonic Lost World, but I also don't like Lost World, so... I'm consistent with my like Sonic character opinions. It's like, I like Sonic characters acting a certain way, not to sound like one of those fans, but I am very like picky about Sonic character portrayals. Specifically Tails is the big one. And again, weirdly enough, Tails' portrayal in Lost World actually bothers me more than Force's, believe it or not. It's because Tails is like weirdly like catty in that entire game. It's jarring. Like, everyone is, like, really snarky. I think of a Mystery Science Theater bit where, like, they try turning up, like, Tom Sawyer sarcasm, and then he's too sarcastic. That's basically Sonic Lost World, for the most part. I've never seen that animation before, or if I have, it's been a long-ass time. The problem with Wave is she's not playable very much. Because there's 5 missions per story. Oh no, wait, that's not true. 5 main races per story. It means your character balance is actually slightly off. So for example, you go Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Tails, Sonic. So Tails is playable twice, Sonic is playable twice. Knuckles is playable once. So that same structure applies here, where Wave is playable twice, and Jet is playable twice, so Storm is only playable once. But that also means, like, yeah, I don't really see many attacks with Wave. Also, the flying characters are typically, like, flying, so I tend to not really interact with opponents very much. Again, genuinely forgot that was an animation in this game. Yeah, but yeah, we shouldn't really have a problem difficulty-wise until we get to, like, the race... like, 2 races from now, basically. The final... basically the equivalent of the end of the tourney for chat. And the one after... the one after is actually not even that hard, in my opinion. But yeah, we're unlocking everything for every track, so we'll be singing this dialogue a lot.
Sorry! Boss, the red dude beat me in the race.
I can't believe this.
Man, you really are worthless.
Boss, it wasn't my fault. He must have cheated. That's it. He must have used some special type of gear.
What? Are you implying that you lost because of my gear? No one can tune a gear the way I can. Accept it, buddy. It's not the board. Your skills just suck.
What? Suck?
Yes, S-U-C-K, suck.
Stop it! Now, let's get down to business. I believe our colleague Eggman, he's gotta be hiding something. And you know, I don't like secrets, so I've got a job for you, Storm.
Sure.
I want you to sneak into Eggman's base and find out what he's hiding there. Make sure you look carefully.
You got it, boss.
Hey, before you go, bring something back or don't return at all.
Yes, sir.
Ah!
Babylon Rogues are so unserious, I love it. Also, which sound clip do you want? Because, I mean, I'm literally streaming the game. I can try to see what I can do after the stream's over.
Get a great start.
Hope you're ready for this.
Yeah, basically, how? See, again, I knew I was gonna do it once, at least once this playthrough. SUCK suck. That one. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, because I think I could get a clean rip that pretty easily. To be fair, I have the stream audio turned down so low, it might actually be a problem, but we'll see. So yeah, every level is basically an archetype of the previous hero equivalent. So we have a level that's just, you know, the lava factory, but it's frozen now. We need to let it go. Can't hold on anymore. Or perhaps do you want to build a snowman? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just saying stuff. I'm not locking in. Maybe I should play Sonic Riders, or Sonic R though, because I am kind of like... I have a soft spot for Sonic R, even though I don't think it's a good game by any stretch. It kind of plays like ass. However, I do actually have a lot of nostalgia for Sonic R, so part of me is like, maybe I should do that after we get through Zero Gravity. This, again, my weird approach to critiquing games, as I can fully admit a game isn't objectively very good, and still be like, yeah, no, this game's peak. Like, Sonic R is honestly genuinely fascinating. The only problem with Sonic R is it's short. It's like an hour long, ideally. Whether it actually take an hour or not remains to be seen. But the other thing is, we could just, because it'll be probably through the Gems collection, I'll just do Sonic the Fighters, probably. Like, that's the logical call, I'd say, is to do, like, a Gems collection mini, like, quick look, kind of. Unfortunately, the version of Sonic the Fighters is more true to the original, meaning it lacks the bonus characters of the HD version. But I don't want to buy Lost Judgment, because they delisted Sonic the Fighters on 360, so the only way to play that version of the game is to literally buy Lost Judgment. Like, not even kidding. I mean, I won't say no, but I also don't want to buy... because I don't have much interest in Lost Judgment, I'll be real. Because I'm still in Yakuza 0. Again, I really want to play Yakuza 0, and then I might skip ahead, because I kind of don't know if I have the stomach for Yakuza 3 through, like, 3 and 4, specifically. Part of me just wants to skip ahead to Yakuza, or Like a Dragon, which is Yakuza 7. And then, yeah, 7 and Infinite Wealth, basically, are the ones I'm more interested in than, like, actually sticking through the main timeline. Just, like, each one as a character seems more interesting to me, in some ways. But yeah, that's very much a tangent. But yeah, I do like Sonic Fighters to some extent. I, again, have issues with it. But I do think it's actually kind of overhated, actually, though it does have a cult following now, I'd say.
Huh? What's taking Storm so long?
Just sit down and relax. Chill, Wave.
Really, Jet? How can you be so relaxed at a time like this? Don't you see? As the leader, you've got responsibilities. Some you understand, but you...
Huh? I think it's time for a little fun.
Huh? Hey, Jet! You come back here, right now! Why do I even bother? Unless I take charge, nothing ever gets done here.
I have a lot of thoughts, and I don't know how to say them. My one thought is, I feel like the story has aged kind of poorly from the standpoint of, like, the way female characters are treated is consistently bad in this game. It's very, like, it stands out like a sore thumb, because, like, Amy is just very love-struck, which is the problem with Sonic Heroes. You don't have Team Dark in the story at all, and, like, Wave is just kind of presented as a bit of a nag. So it's like, yeah, this story I don't think has aged well. It's funny in some ways, but I also fully recognize, like, yeah, no, this element of it is, like, not great. My other thought is, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just in a weird headspace today, but it's like, I'm kind of appreciating the character Wave a lot more in this playthrough, and I don't even know how to explain why. The Babylon Rogues in general are very funny characters, like very interesting characters. Again, I wouldn't be interested in trying free writers just to see how the writing is, even though, again, I don't like the presentation of it being through, like, text boxes and everything. I think that's really lame. However, I would be willing to give free writers a chance just to see if the story is actually good, if you know, if you disregard the static presentation. Like, I would be curious in that. Wow, we have, like, no rings. Ask can you shall receive, I guess. White Cave is coming back in, Crossworlds, I think. It's either White Cave or Green Forest. Wait, Green Forest is Sonic Adventure 2. What's the name of the stage we did earlier? I can't even remember. I'm just on autopilot today. But yeah, I also lament that Crossworlds apparently won't have a story mode. Apparently won't even have dialogue for the DLC characters. Like, you know, Ichiban just won't say anything, which just is kind of lame. It's like with Joker, it's like, is there not enough like stock audio of Xander Mobus from all the Persona spin-offs they've done to fill out voices for this? And also like Ichiban also? Like, it's really weird that the DLC characters aren't having voices. And it's like, okay, whatever. I guess it makes sense for like Nickelodeon, because like licensing. But then like the second characters don't have voice acting supposedly either. And like the Werehog might not be voiced. I don't know. I want to be excited for Crossworlds. I just am getting a lot of like bad vibes for some reason. And I hope to be proven wrong. I could really go for another beta, not gonna lie. To see how much they've fine-tuned things from the first one. Because apparently they did fix a lot of things. I just like... I also want to see how crossplay works, especially with Switch 1, because I imagine Switch 1 crossplay might break a lot of things. To the point where I don't have a ton of faith in that actually being good, unfortunately.
Boss! Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
How'd it go?
Take a look at this, boss.
Gimme. Yes. Is this?
What is it?
It's an entry in Eggman's diary. It's about the Babylon treasure from our ancient ancestors.
I got those bird brains to believe that Babylon treasure was just a gem. I can't believe that they fell for it.
What fools! Can you believe the real treasure is the ancient but advanced technology of the Babylonians? What irony! I found a story about a boy who received an angel wing from the Babylonians as a gift. The story says that with it, the boy was able to rule the world. And this was just a gift. I'm anxious to find this technology as soon as possible. Imagine the vast possibilities of the technology they must have kept for themselves.
Oh, man. I guess it's not a gem after all.
Oh well. Guess this was just a wasted effort. Too bad, really. I haven't the slightest interest in world domination or advanced technology.
Hey, wait a second, okay, Jet? While Eggman may not look smart, he is. He has an IQ of 300 after all. If he's interested in this technology, it must have value.
Are you saying there's profit in this?
Think about it. It may be more valuable than finding silver or gold.
I can never see this the same way again.
Why'd you do that? I was just having this great daydream.
Come on, Jet. It's time to go back to the race.
All right, let's finish this. Then we'll finally get the treasure of Babylon.
I can't even quote it right now. My brain is too smooth at the moment to even remember it in full. Oh, I just think of red sticking quarters into a red box. Also, it's nighttime for some reason. This is a cool-ass stage, though. Like, the eclipse is, like, really cool. What a garbage stage to actually play, though. I don't like this one. It plays bad. If you fall behind, you're kinda effed. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do to catch up, which is my fundamental issue. There's also, like, a weird shortcut here. That's where the 100 ring box is. You basically have to use a drift trail to actually do that. I try to use the grind rail whenever I can, because I don't like actually playing this stage, and if I can skip the whole thing, I'll be happy. So, yeah. In general though, I feel like this playthrough has gone relatively smoothly for my standards. Actually, I think it's faster to just do that. Also, because I don't have rings. Neat. Alright, so far so good. Got a lot of little jumps here. I'm actually having flashbacks already. It's like mission mode, because there's some really weird-ass missions to do like tricks. And you have to like combo like every ledge to get enough points to get the best ranking. It's brutal. Again, I'm slowing down on purpose because I don't want to mess with this section. I'd rather take the grind rail and go a little bit slower if it means not, like, suffering. Alright, so far so good. Wait, those are all air. Well... Okay. Neat. 64! Hell yeah. Next week, hopefully, when we do Zero Gravity, that'll be really interesting, because that's a game I definitely have opinions on. They're generally positive, actually, more so than, again, a lot of the fan base, I'd say. But I'm curious to see how it goes, because just because I like the game doesn't mean the playthrough will go well. It'll also be an interesting test. Cause I wanna... I'm trying to figure out how to say this. My childhood version of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity was PS2, so trying to play it on Wii will be interesting. Wii is just easier for my current setup, basically. But it does come with motion controls. There's no classic controller support, only GameCube, so there's no way to get around motion controls with the way I have it set up, unfortunately. Again, a little bit complicated. Anyway, that went very smoothly. I'm happy about that.
Newsflash. A mysterious airborne object has just appeared above the site where the X-World Grand Prix is being held. Apparently, Sonic and his friends have gone to investigate. We'll try and get more details right after this important announcement.
Oh man, looks like we have company.
We gonna rumble?
Targeting, attack.
Knuckles, now's not the time to fight.
Smart thinking. Let's get out of here. Forget the red mutt. Let's go, Storm.
Did she say red mutt? Why you?
Hey, Knuckles, wait for me!
The funny thing is, there's actually a tornado move. The game never explains it unless you watch the tutorial video and extras. You have to press L and R together. But yeah, I don't think the game ever explains it. Also, this game does have a PC version. I think it's only part of like a compilation bundle with like heroes. So like, trying to get this game running on modern hardware is not the easiest thing. In terms of like a native PC version, and Zero Gravity was only on console. I genuinely wish Heroes could get a re-release, because that game could use more quality of life, and a native PC version would definitely help with mod support, this other ability to fix problems. I'm gonna do something risky, because we kind of have to. Kind of don't have a choice. I botched that jump a lot from what I remember. There's also an upper path here that cuts out half the track, which is obviously good. Who's in the lead, actually? Is it Storm? Or is it the robot? Nope, it's a robot. Cool. This is also a unique track because I think you start in a different place than you actually continue the next lap from. It's like on a lower path. And this goes for the other Babylon track as well. That ring box is too risky, I'm not gonna go for it. There's also a full air box. Thank you for the hydration check. I'll get to that eventually. Okay. So far so good. I immediately want to say, hey, that's... after saying so far so good, I'm so Sonic pilled. There's a trend going around of like, what game are you associated with? And like, I was thinking about it, and it's probably Strive at this point, isn't it? I was gonna respond to it, but I obviously didn't want to do it midstream. But yeah, Strive is probably the game that people associate with me with. Okay, that was a weird-ass angle to actually approach that jump from, so I'm glad I got it first try. And yeah, that was really smooth. Wow, we, pun intended, kind of flew through. Again, we only had one reset, I think. Yeah, no, that's really good, and we can't actually lose this final race. By the way, there was a bonus race. So yeah, that means it's smooth sailing from here on out. One more to go. I might do the other unlockable tracks because this playthrough went so fast.
I lost! So don't play games with me! I don't want your pity, nor do I need it!
What? Are you crazy? If they don't want it, then let's take it. Treasure is treasure. Come on, let's get out of here!
Okay, let's go! What? Finally, something interesting.
Look, Sonic, the door's closing!
Hurry up! Whoa, what's this?
The game really likes that roar sound effect, if you can call it a roar. It just kind of starts to go, wah, and it, I don't know, it just always is very funny to me. Anyway, this is the final level of the main story. We gotta fight the Babylon Guardian. There he is. I say, hey, they like the sound effect. I'm not kidding, because it also plays constantly throughout the fight. So we got Baby Park, except without chaos, because we don't have items. You're realizing you did none of the story in this game? So like, none of this feels familiar? So yeah, we gotta drive into his little, like, pot 3 times. We don't even have to win the race, we just need to stop him. This is very different. The final boss of Zero Gravity is stupid. We'll get to that next week, but... I have opinions, is all I'll say. It's not a fun boss fight. It's got a timer for one thing, and it's just kind of like weirdly finicky. So we'll see how Zero Gravity goes next week. In general, I think it'll go smoother, and this already went pretty smooth. It's kind of the same boat as some other playthroughs we've had, where it's like Sonic 3, despite being easier than Sonic 2, as a playthrough actually went worse, because I'm not good at Sonic 3 compared to 2. I'm not used to it. So like, it's weirdly backwards, where it's like the game I'm actually better at is the game that's actually harder. Yeah, I need to watch that fan dub again. I saw 06 recently, again, and it's still very funny. Oh, now he's got little orbs that he tries to chuck at us. Yeah, this is just a really skinny ellipse as a track. We're gonna have to do another lap. It'll basically loop infinitely until you actually defeat him. Which creates the fun dynamic of if we actually win here, we have to finish the course though, I think. Yeah, we actually have to finish. It doesn't even matter what place we get. If we get second, it's like, sure, whatever, I don't care. Even Amy's here. Everybody's here. This is a good song, by the way. Those Riders games have very good music. I can't speak for Free Riders, though. Alright, piece o' cake. And that's GG. Again, a very smooth playthrough of this game. Hi, Knuckles. Nice.
Too awestruck by the treasure to notice me, eh?
Eggman!
Now hand over the treasure! What's so funny? Hand over the treasure right now!
Okay, catch!
The treasure of Babylon is finally mine! Huh? What is this thing? A piece of cloth? Let's see. This looks interesting. At long last, we've completed our ultimate invention. With this, our lives will be easier, without the need to work so hard to keep ourselves flying. Stolen, the 13th leader of the Babylon Rogues. It's amazing. The carpet's rich texture is a sight to behold, and the way it feels is extraordinary. Something such as this could only have been created in Babylon. Undoubtedly, this carpet will be in high demand from all around the world, but what's this? No way! I went to the trouble of holding the World Grand Prix for this? I can't believe I just wasted my time for this piece of junk!
What's this?
Good eyes. Didn't think you'd spot it for a second, Shorty, but you did.
Hey, what are you talking about?
This isn't just a piece of fabric.
Right. Take a look at the material. It's the same stuff we use for our extreme gear.
You don't say! Oh, it's...
Not sure, but maybe it's a prototype gear.
a magic carpet. I thought that those only existed in fiction. That's quite funny, actually. I never imagined that we Babylonians could be descendants of real genies. So, you're leaving this place? Yeah, the back of the carpet has more words of wisdom. It says, this was invented to allow Babylonians to travel all over the world to gather treasure. Some things never change, huh? But enough of this friendly banter, Sonic. you better make sure you're ready when we meet face to face once again. You bet.
Come on, Jet, it's time to split.
Hey, I wanted to say that.
We should split too, right?
Yeah. You may be fastest for now, but I'll be back, Sonic the Hedgehog.
This sure is a video game. I don't know what's happening in the final cutscene. And the one before this was like, why is Eggman like acting so animated? Why is he just laying on the ground like twitching? Like, what happened? Also, they're having this conversation about like this magic carpet being a thing, and Eggman can hear it. And he's just still laying on the ground. It's like, what is happening in this story? It's like, I appreciate them putting a story mode into this game, but it's also like, what the hell? I don't quite... I enjoy this game, to clarify. I just feel like the story mode is something else. Again, Zero Gravity tries to actually be really serious at parts, and we'll get to that next time. But... oh, that was me bumping into my desk. Yeah, it's fun. It's really weird. If I handed the controller to like anyone in chat right now who hasn't played the game and was like, hey, see how well you can do at this game, I don't think it would go well, because this game is just like that. This game is just really obnoxiously difficult, in my opinion. But once you get into a flow state with it, it's very satisfying. Again, young me definitely had issues trying to play the game, but nowadays I think it's great. I actually don't like the song, believe it or not. I don't really care for it. I like the version in Zero Gravity better. Yeah, again, I'm trying to think of anything else to say. I think I've already said everything, I feel. Again, this wasn't part of Fox Girls Favorites. This is kind of just me feeling inspired because of Crossworlds in like a month and a half, well, 2 months now. Again, probably won't even play Crossworlds for a long time because, like, counting DLC, which is like track DLC, is like kind of frustrating because I don't know how that works in terms of playing the tracks online. But either way, it's like the DLC for Crossworlds makes the game like $90, which is very ridiculous IMO for like the first like $70 quote-unquote Sonic game being Crossworlds. It's like, that's a choice. I don't think that's gonna go well for them, personally. But again, it goes into my overall feeling of like, games are already a certain price. It's just they hid the price. Oh, you beat it? Sick. Yeah, hi, welcome on in. We just beat the game. We're gonna go a little bit longer though, probably. Show off all the other stuff we unlocked. It's like licensing, yeah. But still, it's like $90 is a big ask. Anyway, we're gonna do the bonus tracks. So, Free Race. Digital Dimension is different for the hero side, even though you never go to it. Wow, this is a not exciting roster. We don't even wait a minute. Oh. We don't even have the Sega tracks unlocked. How do you unlock those? Because I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we should have unlocked those. One moment, because I need to actually double check this. Completing all missions in Storm's, Waves, and Jet's schedules unlock nice, la la. Alright, the Sega course is tied to Grand Prix. Complete hero. Unlock the Sega Carnival track and walk Grand Prix. How you unlock the actual track. Characters. Beat Heroes Cup and Babylon Cup with gold emblems. Well, damn. I guess we're not showing off those tracks. That sucks. We can show off this one, I guess. Guess we'll play as Rouge, because we haven't seen her at all. You get rid of this, like, design that's not used at all in the story. It's, like, very extra for not having it playable whatsoever. So I'm not gonna do both Grand Prix, so I'll just be doing the tracks we've already done a second time, except in a Grand Prix setting. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother unlocking those, unfortunately. I should have thought ahead and just had a file on hand. Like... just have a file with everything unlocked, ready to go, but oops, I didn't think that through. And that definitely won't be a problem with Zero Gravity. I've never 100%ed Zero Gravity. That mission mode is hard from what I remember. Like, harder than this game's. It's also used in the Olympics. 2000... which one? I assume... 2008? Ow. Not worth it. Supersonic sucks in Zero Gravity. Oh, Tokyo. Interesting. See, I have issues with how characters are handled in the Olympic Games, where it's like certain characters are only locked to specific events. Like, I mean, not to be predictable on main, but it's like, if I can't play as Rosalina, I'm not gonna be as interested. I think Blaze is even relegated to like a specific sport in one of the games, which is like, well, there goes the characters that would be my mains. That sucks. It's kind of an immediate deal breaker in a way. Again, not to sound like really shallow, because that probably sounds really shallow. The 3DS ones, gotcha. I thought because when the Wii U version of Rio did that too. It's like Rosalina was like only available in the swimming event or something. Oh, that's a problem. Well, there goes all of our rings, unless we're not winning this race, because we are floundering. I am not locked in, because we don't have to win this one, and it shows. Oh, is that random? I don't think it was on the left last time, the fly ring. The base 20 of the console version is still playable in every event. So yeah, I have issues with the Olympic Games. I want to go through them again though. I don't know who I'd play in some of them. Like in... I guess in the OG I'd probably play... the OGs I'd probably play Blaze. For like relay events, it's like, hell if I know who I'd play in those. Oh wait, this is a spin. I zoned out. I'm not all here. I emotionally checked out after finishing the story, I think, for this stream. Chet's in soccer, not skateboarding, that's funny. I forgot Chet was in that game, actually. Imagine if they had to do a patch to rebrand it to like Tokyo 2021, but I don't think any of the branding for that Olympics was actually changed. I feel really bad about the Tokyo Olympics because that was just a whole like shit show because of just a lot of situations like that were just unfortunately timed. So yeah, that'll always be something that kind of bumps me out. I don't even remember the last Olympics, not gonna lie. That was France, right? There was all sorts of scandals with France, too. Which I'm not gonna get into on this stream. But yeah, it's like, I have pretty much checked out the Olympics, if I didn't already... If I hadn't already stopped caring about the Olympics as is, I definitely would have after France. And I'll leave it at that. Anyway, well, that was unfortunate. And we can't show off these Sega tracks, but it's fine. Again, I knew there would be no way to get the characters unless I like downloaded a save file, and this wasn't even last minute. I was playing this last night, but I forgot to set up things. So yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for today. Cause I am tired. I want to go rest. By that I mean probably finish 100%ing Donkey Kong, and then probably, I don't know, I need to edit this stream first of all, but then after, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, thank you all for coming by. I almost considered doing something on stream. I think I'll just record it after. Like, I'll just stop the stream and record something real quick for YouTube, because I am doing a schedule change, which I'm going to announce right now, for the Twitch side of things. I'm thinking about moving back to Monday, Wednesday, and maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday if I feel up to it. Partly just to give my life more structure by having another day where I have to wake up early. And also to have more time to actually work on games, because like, next main playthrough is going to be Thousand Year Door. That's a 30-hour RPG. We're doing one stream a week of it, or even 2 streams a week of it. It means we'll just be playing Thousand Year Door for like a month straight. And that feels like a great way to burn out. So I want to have more variety, so I would like to do 3 streams a week, 2 Thousand Year Door and 1 miscellaneous. So for example, next week's Wednesday stream would be Zero Gravity, and then maybe on Monday and possibly Friday I would do Thousand Year Door. The other thing I want to announce is I am planning birthday week streams from the 18th to the 22nd. I don't know if it'll be all 5 days, or just the 18th, 20th, and 22nd. But either way, we're gonna do something for birthday week. My affiliate anniversary is my streaming anniversary is September 9. Unfortunately, that does not fall on a streaming day, but that Monday, we might do something special. Then my affiliate anniversary is the 6th, which is a day I will be streaming. So I likely will do something special on October 6th. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow for notifications when I go live in the future. I have a main channel and a VOD channel. Again, thought about consolidating the 2 commands, but that might be a little bit too text wall-ish. Might leave them separate. I have a Blue Sky for just a lot of posting about things I don't want to get into on stream. But I've been very vocal about something that's been happening in the news today. And then I have a coffee for a tip jar. I might put it underneath the chat, like where my ears are. Like, it wouldn't be covered all the time, but just to have the link on screen somewhere. Not... Because if I'm like tilted like this, I don't know if my ears would actually cover it up. I'll have to experiment with placing of it. Either way, and I do have a throne. Again, not a lot of action on there yet. I do have a Discord, by the way, and I haven't actually promoted that at all. And it's like in early phases, but I don't think I'm ready to open up to the public yet. But I'll keep you posted on that. But either way, I'm planning to do more like collab type stuff in the future. So I decided to open up a Discord again, but keep it very like locked down. Even the way I have it set up now, it's like you can't talk unless you're like given a verification role that I made. So just as a safety measure, because I'm scared of bad things happening. So I would rather play it safe and not worry about like page raids and stuff like that. Again, might be worrying too much given the size of my channel. Like, in all seriousness, I'm probably putting too much thought into this. Yeah. Don't know if I have anything else to say, actually. But thank you all for watching. My brain is shutting down. I need to go rest. Oh, by the way, YouTube uploads, that's the other thing I meant to say, is YouTube uploads will probably be moving from Wednesday, Friday, I think is why I have it set to, or Monday, Wednesday. No, it's Wednesday, Friday that I have my YouTube upload set at the moment. I'll move that to Tuesday, Thursday. So, like, uploads are happening on non-streaming days. So that way it's like, content is happening, like, 4 days a week minimum, but they're spread out a bit. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Well, they're still going with a game I actually really like, so let's go raid this person. So actually, they're probably ending very soon. It's fine, we can raid them anyway. But yeah, Freeze is playing Rondo, which is my favorite classic Castlevania. I don't have a raid message. I didn't think of anything, oops. Also, with the emote talk earlier, I want a Dizzy emote, like an emote of Dizzy holding a heart, I think would be really cute. So yeah, that's my other goal, is to just get money to commission people. Again, part of me wants to have different artists do different emotes, just to have a wide spread of art styles for my emotes. That is part of the reason why I'm considering a donathon, is to raise money for streaming assets. But yeah, we don't need a raid message, it's fine. Yeah, thank you all, and we'll be back on Monday, hopefully, for a new playthrough. Again, might be 1,000 your door, might put it off another week just to prep better, but we shall see. But yeah, good night everybody, take care.